Because if that's the only reason why I'm, like, for the rest of my life I'm deciding to stay in UN, even though I don't really believe in what we're doing and how we're doing it, even though I don't really see the outcomes that I would like to see, even though I don't really every day, like day to day, I'm not really contributing to the way that I could have because of a lot of other constraints of, like, never ending meetings, never ending deadlines, never ending, I don't know, politics and intrigues. If those are the reason I'm not really contributing to the thing that I want to, and I'm keeping my job because I'm just afraid that I can't do it on my own, then I felt for the next, I don't know, 20 years of my life, 25, 30 years of my life, I will be just lying to myself and keep justifying to myself how I couldn't make that transition. And back in the day, I would obviously criticize her so much for why she didn't leave my dad and how this whole violence affected our whole family, including myself. And I kept telling her why she wouldn't do that. And nowadays, I obviously understand why she felt like she couldn't. But then I felt I was in the same situation. And then I was feeling like, okay, it is the same situation as my mom, right? In my mom's case, it was her husband who were holding the keys to the golden cuff. In my case, it was a UN who was holding the keys to my golden cuff. And I was thinking, okay, if the only thing that's separating me from my freedom is my fear, right, and my fear of not being able to make things work the way I want to, then I better work on making that fear work for me, or understanding and managing that fear. And of course, also being in the identity of, okay, I'm someone who can make things work outside, and I don't need to be bound by this UN golden cuff privileges for the next 30 years of my life. And that's how I left in 2020, by getting ready for learning all about how to manage my emotions, my fears, and everything. Learning all about how I am an independent, autonomous human being. No matter what UN proposes to me, I can decide to choose to take it, or I can also choose not to take it. And I'm also a powerful human being who can make things work outside, who can make things work in the way that I want to, in the way that I really believe in.